Nowadays, it's very important for us to know who to trust. Lalo na sa pagbili ng sasakyan. Sobrang daming pwedeng pagpilian pero iilan lang ang totoong maaasahan. Who doesn't want an easy and convenient car buying process? Who should we trust to get all your car buying needs? AutoDeal has all the answers. AutoDeal is an all-in-one platform for your car needs. It makes your car buying experience worthy and more convenient. Up to 450 highly rated car dealers nationwide pa ang pwedeng pagpilian. So what are you waiting for? Simplify your car buying journey and get the best deal at autodeal.com.ph.
Hello?
Podcast Network Asia.
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. If this is your first time listening to the episode, welcome to the show. I hope that you enjoyed this one. And if you do, go ahead and check out the other amazing episodes that we have here on Small Talk. And if this is your 100th time, 200th time listening to the podcast, then welcome back. I'm just so happy that you're still here. You're still invested in learning. You're still invested in developing yourself and learning about different ways for you to find success in whatever success or whatever area of success you're finding. Just really want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who's been supporting the podcast for quite some time now. I know that a lot of you guys are silent supporters, and just I want to say that I see you. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much. And for those who are sharing the podcast on their Instagram, tagging me at Alec Cuenca, sharing the podcast to their friends, to their families, thank you so much. You guys are the reason why the podcast is the number one self-improvement podcast here in the Philippines. And I am hoping that we expand more in 2023. And I'm just so happy that I'm here right now at the PNA studios, and it's a new setup, but I'm just so happy that we get to still talk about things that excites us, that can help us move to that next level. And before I actually start, I also want to share with you a blessing that I have been sharing to a lot of people as well. It's my first ever book called Your Best Year Ever. And if you want to read that, you want to check that out, I compiled, the past 1 year of my life lessons into that book. And so I poured my heart and my mind and my soul into that. If you want to check it out, go buy it. The link for the book is down below. Go check it out. I know that there's a lot of stories, researches, even quotes that you can use for you to make 2023 your best year ever. And so for this episode, basically what we're going to talk about is the 3 things that you need to develop for you to become successful in life, or to become a successful entrepreneur. Not in life, but more of the entrepreneur side, the business side. I really want to talk about this because as some of you guys are in your 20s, you might get into this phase of you want to earn a lot of money. And let me tell you one thing, there's with the internet, okay, with everything that's happening online, the opportunities for you to become successful financially and as an entrepreneur has multiplied. The opportunities for you to become abundant in this year, even in this year, the opportunities are endless. And so what I'm about to share with you guys is what I think you should be developing in this year. If you're already developing this, great. If you have a vehicle for this, great. But if you're not, these are the 3 skills that you need to develop right now. And I can tell you that when you develop these skills, eventually down the road, you're going to be able to do that and use these skills so that you can live your best year ever. Starting with the first skill that I think that you need to have, it's the skill of creation. and you need to be creating because your mind is a powerful tool that you need to maximize. I always believe it's not the lack of opportunities that kills a person's dream, it's the lack of imagination. You have the power to imagine anything. Like, e- look at the most successful things that you can find in this world. Those came from people's imaginations. Those came from other people's minds combined with other people's thoughts and manifested into reality. If you can create something in this world that you know can last a lifetime, why not do that? One thing that I have learned is that in essentially we are all born with greatness inside of us that we are all capable of creating. And I'm not talking about like creation of maybe like an airplane or maybe something revolutionary. Not all the time. You don't need to create all of those things. Just maybe just create a product like a coffee or a tumbler or a book, right? For me, I've created recently a book, something that I have never imagined in my whole life that I would be able to accomplish. Okay. But I was able to create a book and now I'm earning passively, right? I'm getting every day, like there's just money coming in because of the fact that I have a product that people are getting value from it, right? Don't just create products, right? Create something that gives value to other people. Create something that can solve other people's problems. If you are going to do that, then the best question that you need to ask is what do people need? And you need to have this attitude of being a wanter and a needer finder. When you talk to a person, the subconscious question that you should be asking yourself is, how can I help this person? If you come into a room and your goal is to be the best person that gives the most value, then eventually you'll be successful. I doubt that you won't be successful. Find something that you can create, whether it's a product, whether it's a service. I didn't really know that I was really capable of teaching until I did. So I created a coaching program called the Better Me Project. And it was just something that I thought of now, maybe, hey, maybe a lot of people can learn from this. Maybe I could do weekly live sessions, live trainings about these kinds of topics so that people can get value out of it. And so I created that community. And now that community has 2,000, 3,000 people strong. But more importantly, I'm earning from that community. If you're looking at different ways, if you want to become successful, you need to have the skill of creation. What are you creating? So whether it's a service, like for example, you know how to write, then create a service that people can avail of your service of writing, right? If you know how to edit a podcast, then post yourself out there, write yourself as a podcast producer, as a podcast editor, and then find clients that you can help, that you can give value to. And then maybe start creating your own name for yourself, your own brand, your own image. Because now you become your business. And that's what business is. Business is you. You need to look at your business as an extension of you that helps and supports and gives value to a lot of people. If you're going to ask me what's like the best way for you to exponentially increase the skill of creation, it's finding inspiration. So what do I mean? If I want to have an amazing output, if I want to create an amazing output, then I want to have an amazing input. So I'm going to read books, I'm going to watch movies, I'm going to talk to my mentors, talk to a lot of people so that when it's time to create, I have now all these inspiration coming from different thoughts, different beliefs and combining them into my own creation that I know that can give value to a lot of people. So that's the first skill. skill of creation. Find a time in your life where you use your creativity. Us Filipinos, that's one thing that we are truly admired for. The pagiging madiskarte. And if you're going to ask Filipinos, what does discarte mean? It's, some people might say creativity, being relentless, resilient, all of those kind of things. But there's no direct translation to it. And for me, what discarte, and I learned this from one of my good friends, Coach Laika, discarte is basically you are using your creativity to create something. And I think there was a story behind it where the Filipinos back in the Spanish times, when they were building the churches, they used the white in the egg to to help, fortify the churches or the structures. And so the egg yolk, they would throw it away. And then the Filipinos, they would get the egg yolks, okay, and they would combine it. They would discard the egg yolks. So the Filipinos, they would get all the discarded as egg yolks, and that's how they created the leche flan. I don't know if that's a real story or not, but what I do know is that people or Filipinos are now being called madiscarte because they're getting something out of the things that other people are like throwing away. Like, and a lot of ideas are being thrown out from a lot of people. Now it's your creation, or it's your responsibility to join them together and create a new product or service out of it. So that's the first one.
Mahirap talagang maiwan ng taong mahal. Pero mas mahirap ang masiraan ng kotse sa gitna ng daan. Don't let this happen again. It's time to upgrade with AutoDeal, an all-in-one platform for your car needs. Para sa sulit and wide selection of promos and trustworthy sales agent, sagot na ng AutoDeal yan. AutoDeal can bring you one tap closer to your dream car with more than 450 highly rated partner car dealers nationwide. So, no need to worry for your next road trip. Visit autodeal.com.ph to get the best car deals.
The second one is the skill of selling. Okay? If you don't have the skill of creation, that's okay. Maybe you have the skill for selling. Like, I know some people, right, that even, I think I remember, my girlfriend is so good at selling, right? My girlfriend, she's the best when it comes to selling. And there was a time that one of her traits that I think she does unknowingly is that she sells everything. Even to me, she's a promoter, so she promotes everything, right? So I think it was one time when we were eating McFlurry from McDonald's, and then what happened is she was telling me, and she was like, I think she got a different flavor, and she was promoting the McFlurry, and to just try it. This is amazing, and all, her all of her tricks. And then I got some of her, and I realized that, oh my gosh, you're such a good saleswoman. Like, even the things that are not your own, you sell them right now. And right now in the landscape of entrepreneurship, we have something called affiliate marketing. And in affiliate marketing, it's basically selling products that you don't, or you did not take the time to create yourself. Like, so for example, this microphone or this headset, if I'm using this and if I can sell this to you, like, the company that owns this gives me a small percentage that can help me, boost my finances. And as an entrepreneur, you want to have a lot of side hustles or sources of income. So affiliate marketing is one way to do that. If you're good at selling, you don't need to create products, right? You can just learn how to sell yourself even. And here's the myth around people. A lot of people say, I'm not a salesman. The truth is you are. Because the fact that you are buying this story that you're selling yourself, that you are not a salesman, means you are a good salesman. You have tricked yourself. You have sold yourself to the idea that you are not a salesman. And think about it. If you are, you're in an interview for the job that you want to apply for, then you become a salesperson because you're selling yourself. Right? If you're posting content online, you're selling yourself. You're always doing sales, whether you're doing it consciously or not. So why not do it intentionally? Why not try to hone your selling skills by learning about the different sales techniques, by talking to the best salesmen in the world, learning from them, and just doing the work of practice and practice of practice of selling, of selling, of selling. And all of these things like selling, handling objections, negotiations, persuading someone, all of these are essential skills of becoming an entrepreneur. So if you have these skills, then I guarantee you that you'll become successful in any industry that you choose to be a part of. And so the third skill that I feel that you need to hone this 2023 is the skill of leadership. That's right. Even if you don't know how to create, even if you don't know how to sell, if you know how to lead, if you know how to talk to a person through their eyes and connect to their heart, connect to their mind, connect to their soul through your words, through your actions, and you can lead them to something that you know that can help them in the future, that is one of the biggest skill that you can ever have. Like I didn't know that I was capable of motivating people, of inspiring people, not until I started doing this, podcasting, gaining a lot of followers. Now I have my own team of financial coaches. By the way, if you want to schedule a free one-on-one coaching session, just click the link down below or message me on Instagram at Alec Cuenca. But now I have a team. I now I have a team of financial coaches, and this team that I am leading, I realized that okay, I'm a good leader. I'm a giving leader. I hear them, and it's just something that I also learned from the books that I've read, and also from studying and observing the people that I admire as leaders. So maybe think about one person that you want to mimic in terms of becoming a leader, and then study them, read their biographies, watch their documentaries, listen to all of their interviews, and learn from them. How do they lead? Because now, once you learn from them, from the best, now you can lead your own team. And even if you're not leading your own team, in order for you to live your best year ever, you need to lead yourself. So are you making sure that you are leading by example? You're not just saying one thing and doing the other. You're saying one thing and you're following through. You're doing something just because you said so. And so in 2023, you need to be able to look at how are you learning to become a leader? Whether it's even if you're not going to be a leader in this year, maybe in the next year you're going to be a leader. And one of the biggest actions that I did that helped me gain a lot of free time was delegation. Okay, I learned this from the book of Tim Ferriss, the 4-Hour Work Week. And one of the secrets of becoming a part of the new rich is learning how to do delegation. And if you can't delegate if you can't lead, because people who are going to follow you will only follow you because they see your vision and they trust you, and they believe in you. And so now learn about psychology, learn about how you can persuade people, learn about how you can influence people. And once you can influence people, your legacy is going to be remembered. If you look at the heroes, if you look at the people that you admire, it's because they have a great influence in your life. So now think of the same. Instead of looking at who are the people that influences you, maybe ask yourself, who can you influence the most? And then maybe that's one question that you can bring this 2023. Maybe Count the number of people that you are going to be able to influence. You're going to be able to lead into a better life. And so those are the 3 skills that you need to develop for you to become a successful entrepreneur in 2023. You need the skill of creation, the skill of selling, and the skill of leading. And then let me know what is the one skill that you want to hone, that you want to practice, you want to master this 2023. And don't forget to share this podcast episode. Don't forget to tag me at Alec Cuenca. And tag me on Instagram at Alec Cuenca. And I appreciate all of your comments, your messages. I read them, every single one of them. And just really want to say I appreciate each and every single one of you. If you want to buy the book that I have just launched, go check it out in the description down below. Let me know what you think of it. Hopefully, you can share this with the people that you care about and the people that you love as well. So again, thank you so much. My name is Alec Cuenca, and this is Small Talk, Small Conversations with Huge Impact. Now exclusively on Spotify, powered by Anchor. And always remember that you are loved, you are enough, and you are more capable than you think. See you next episode. Peace.
The views and opinions expressed by the podcast creators, hosts, and guests do not necessarily reflect the official policy and position of Podcast Network Asia, the hosts of the program, or other programs of the network. Any content provided by the people on the podcast are of their own opinion and are not intended to malign any religion, ethnic group, club, organization, company, individual, or anyone or anything.